All right, so this one's for everyone who works in the office. If you're overwhelmed with paper like we are here, I got tons of scripts everywhere. And if you struggle with incoming mail or have boxes or files covering your floor, professional organizer Stasia Symes is here this morning with tips on how to relieve yourself of some of that paperweight. And you know, I like
that. I like that paperweight. I'm using that.
That's
I'm stealing
good.
it, Antoine.
Every now and then we try to do something creative. Now this is one of our issues here. We have paper everywhere.
Yes.
Because we print scripts, but this isn't everyone's issues, but some people, it's old magazines and newspapers everywhere. They like to keep the clippings. So how do we get rid of this stuff?
All right, so I've got some tips with me today, and starting with just something really simple for some, hard for others, but letting go of something like old magazines and newspapers. If you've read it, let it go. If you're planning on reading it, but now it's 2 weeks old and now you've got like a backlog of things to read, just be honest with yourself and just admit that you just don't have time to read every single thing that you want to get your hands on. And just know, things are on the internet. You can always look it up when it interests you the most and you have time.
And you know, if you're like some of us, kind of old school, we like to get our bills in the mail and pay for them, maybe write a check or what have you.
Yeah.
You said you can get rid of that as well.
Yeah, you could go paperless billing. I know that it takes a little bit of time to get comfortable with the idea of not receiving an actual bill in the mail, but just keep one list of all of your monthly bills, and that way you know exactly what it is that you should be paying for on a regular basis.
What are we looking at?
This
is real, by the way.
Yeah, this is just, so a lot of people, what happens is that a picture like this, you'll see your clutter gets mixed in with your paper. So if you're working in a small area that you want to get organized, my recommendation is paper takes the most effort and thought and energy. So start by collecting all of the paper and work on that first.
Especially some of these things could be important documents.
They could be. But the good news is for you that, you know, usually more than half of the paper that you have is ready to be recycled or shredded. And what we need to do is find out what is worth keeping. So what I recommend is doing damage control. You just take all of those papers and you just do some basic categories. You have your recycling receptacle right next to you. Anything that has just your name or address on it, that's public information. You don't need to be worried about that being too sensitive. You can recycle that. If it's something that has an account number or social security number, that's sensitive information. If you don't need that old bill, shred that old bill. And then you have two less categories. You have your to-file pile. Just put it in a pile. At least you know that you have your important papers all in one spot. Get to the filing on a different day, right? We're not trying to do everything all at the same time. And then action items. A bill that needs to be paid, a phone call that needs to be made, an address that needs to be added into your phone so you can let go of the business card. So recycle, shred, to-file, action. These are our basic damage control categories.
And we got just a quick second left. Lizzie Shepard, she has a question of the week and says, how do I keep up with all the incoming mail?
All right, great question. I have a lot of clients who struggle with this. First of all, designate a landing strip of one place in your home that everyone in your family knows that if they get the mail, it lands in one spot. Mail doesn't go here on the kitchen, there on the dining room, then on the office. Just put it all in one spot. Have a recycling bin and a shredder right next to that landing strip, and take the 20 seconds to file through everything. Do not give junk mail room on your countertops. So eliminate the clutter before it even enters your home.
All right, Stasia Symes, always some good information. Hey, if you got questions about getting organized, you can contact Stasia for a free consultation, 920-1800, or visit clearthecluttertoday.com. And remember to visit our Facebook page ahead of each month's segment for the chance for your clutter question to be answered on air.